Are you ready? Podcast Nation! It started with passion, now it's a mission. It's our vision, unite the sports nation. And if you join me, let's make history. Unite for the love of sports, build a strong community. Oh! It's not about views, it's about the grind. The sacrifice, the heart, the power of the mind. You and I, we create a legacy. Take a photo, let's lock this memory. Here comes the boom, boom, pow. Powcast Nation, stand up now. Get ready for the truth, pow, pow. The pioneer, the original Powcast. Sports updates, join Powcast Nation. Powcast Sports #1. For the love of the game, I tune in to Powcast. Fearless and real, the show's built to last. Not insane, just a visionary. Taking over, gonna be legendary. Pride of the Philippines, are reaching the top. They might see us struggle, but we never stop. Passion's burning, no hesitation. We stand tall, Powcast Nation. Here comes the boom, boom, pow. Powcast Nation, stand up now. Get ready for the truth, pow, pow. The pioneer, the original Powcast. Sports updates, join Powcast Nation. Powcast Sports #1. We got you covered from the root to the fruit. Basketball's life, even small we shoot. Boxing, MMA, we fight like kings. Warriors and champions, the world knows our rings. No matter the sport, we rep PH. Powcast fans, we fight and preach. We pray, we cheer, we give it all. Standing strong, we'll never fall. Filipino fans, here we go! Yeah, hype na naman si Pow Salud. Pag nagsalita, it just sounds good. Mga bashes, haters, naghihintay bumagsak. Pero tuloy lang, walang atas. Huwag kang makipag-debate, di mo kaya. Makinig ka na lang para tuloy ang ligaya. Powcast, malakas, tanggapin mo na. Consistent drip, kaya shout out muna. Here comes the boom, boom, pow. Powcast Nation, stand up now. Get ready for the truth, Powcast. The pioneer, the original Powcast. Sports updates, join Powcast Nation. Powcast Sports #1. Sports fans, clap your hands, stay motivated. Motivated. From PH to the world, stay elevated. Stay subscribed, stay tuned. Powcast is the truth. Here comes the boom, boom, pow. Powcast Nation, stand up now. Get ready for the truth, Powcast. The pioneer, the original Pow. Sports updates, join Powcast Nation. Powcast Sports #1. Powcast Sports, the #1 independent sports voice in the Philippines. Oh.
Powcast Sports. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.
Alright, magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. Ako po si Pow Salud ng Powcast Sports. Today is February 7, 9:34 a.m. You know, you might be surprised I'm doing it live again. Well, I figured I'd just do a live. It's taken too much time to edit. So today I'm gonna be talking about the Canelo Alvarez and Crawford situation. I've read a few things. I know that a lot of you guys are still thinking that the fight is gonna happen. And as of right now, according to Ring Magazine, which I've read, which doesn't really have a lot of details on the cancellations. So there's really not a lot of news about this. But let me tell you anyway what are the rumors about. Also, we'll talk about a few things that is happening in the local scene. Including all of the big boxing events in the Philippines. And also there are a big boxing fight for Filipino warriors. Arthur Villanueva will also talk about his fight the fight of Arthur Villanueva is going to be really difficult. Sobrang hirap po ng laban na yan. So magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat ulit. Simulan na natin ang ating usapang boxing po tayo muna. Mamaya try kong mag-update sa basketball. Ang dami rin pangyayari sa basketball. I know I have also, marami na rin ako mga basketball fans. So mamaya-maya yung basketball. Mamaya around lunchtime, no? So let me just go ahead and do this first. First of all, shoutout sa Arena Plus, Stigsa Sports. This show is presented by Arena Plus. Of course, sa mga wala pa pong Arena Plus, please send me a message if you want to get one and get the bonus. At the same time, one Pacman Party List and Skyline Sports and Social. If you want to go ahead and advertise and sponsor this show, please go ahead and also message me at inquiry@powcast.net. Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. Shoutout muna kay Jan Ray Galego Villanueva. Okay, simulan na natin ang ating usapan. Unang-una muna, gusto ko muna sabihin sa inyo, no? There's a boxing event coming this weekend sana, or this February 15, between Oscar Duarte and Progray. Unfortunately, something happened there, so update ko lang kayo. In a recent development in the boxing world, Miguel Madueno has been officially announced as the replacement for Regis Progray to face Oscar Duarte in the upcoming main event of the February 15 broadcast live on The Zone. Madueno, 26 years old, known as Explosivo, holds a professional record of 31 wins, 3 losses, and 28 of those victories coming by way of knockout. Despite facing defeats in 2 of his last 3 bouts, Madueno remains a formidable competitor. His most recent fight was a loss to Keyshawn Davis in July 2024 and split decision over Justin Paldo. He's stepping in as a short notice. Madueno expresses readiness, stating he is in the sport and he's ready. He never know what will come. That is why I stay ready. No? Magandang umaga po. So yun po yun, ano? Yung replacement po si Madueno. Good morning, Shakur, no? Quick update lang tayo. Pag-usapan din natin mamaya-maya yung aking tunay na nararamdaman po dito po sa cancellation po ni Canelo Alvarez. Gusto ko lang din isingit muna bago po tayo mag-officially simula ng ating topic kay Canelo Alvarez. 2 main topics that I have for you today. Basically, yun po yung Canelo Alvarez of cancellation, postponement, kasi sa grupo ko may nag-comment, sabi, sir, na-cancel. It wasn't really even official yet. No? So it's not official yet. So it was never really canceled. And yung Jake Paul issue, it wasn't the real issue. Why? Because the Jake Paul was really a fight that will happen before the Crawford fight. Yun talaga naman talaga yung una. Okay? Wala bang audio? Walang sound? Let me double check. Guys, okay ba? Can I see? Wala daw audio eh. Can you guys press 1 kung may audio o wala? O niloloko lang ako ni Gianni. Let me just check first the schedule of boxing. Meron. Ikaw talaga, oh. Okay naman eh. Check. Tingin nga. Okay, here we go. So let's go ahead and show you first the latest updates in boxing. So ito po at actually yung pinaka-inaabangan natin, February 22. Unfortunately, sabihin ko na agad sa inyo, wala tayong live commentary nito dahil medyo medyo maaga to, madaling araw to. So i-update ko lang kayo kaagad dito. And February 7, which is today and tomorrow, ang mga boxing event po ito. Wala masyadong significant fight actually. The real significant fight that we have is the fight po of Arthur Villanueva. So, pakita ko lang sa inyo muna yung kay Arthur Villanueva. Mamaya pala yung kay Arthur. Ang pakita muna natin yung mga boxing event po dito sa Pilipinas. Let's also support the local boxing scene dito sa Philippines because there's a lot happening this weekend. Sobrang dami pong mga boxing events na mangyayari dito. Ito papakita ko sa inyo. And my source for this one is none other than BoxRec because they're more updated because yung ano natin mismo, gab mismo natin at saka marami pong mga tag dito, maraming editor ang BoxRec dito sa Pilipinas. So this stays updated. Pakita ko lang sa inyo yung mga boxing events po muna. Good morning! Please comment kung taga-saan po kayo para ma-shoutout ko kayo agad. And please don't forget to share, like, and join the conversation later habang nagpaparami tayo. Mamaya-maya yung basketball natin, ha? Ito na po. I got the list right now. And sabi ko nga sa aking pong website, sobrang daming boxing event for this weekend. Hindi ko alam kung saan kayo manonood. Buti na lang magkakahiwalay po ang mga boxing events na yan. Ito po ang ating mga boxing events. Okay, sandali may mga... Okay, so boxing events that's happening. So according po sa BoxRec, sa February 8, meron po tayong boxing event dyan sa Polytechnic State College sa Antique. So may boxing event dyan sa Antique. Edsel Dairit versus John Mark Viceno. Alam ko may boxing event din sa Iloilo yata itong si Silver Voice sa Combat Sports Kalayaan. Shoutout sa inyo. And of course, the big boxing event happening is the February 8 boxing event that is New Star Resort and Casino. So February 8, New Star Resort and Casino. Ito po yung binukbukay sa Sugbo na boxing event that will have 3 WBO championship. Dito rin sa boxing event na ito ay merong usap-usapan ngayon na isa pong event, isa pong laban na nakansila na hindi naaprubahan ng Games and Amusement Board. Bakit naman hindi naaprubahan? Pag-usapan natin ng konti yan. Sa mga local Filipino boxing fans, ano ba yung laban na yan? Pag-usapan natin. Pero ito muna tayo Jang Song Kang versus Ryoto Owan. Ang main event po natin, Korean to at saka itong Ryoto. I think Japanese itong Ryoto at WBO Global Featherweight Championship. We don't know much about the Ryoto Owan, pero ito pong si Jang Song Kang, nakilala natin ito dahil na may dalawang Pilipino na yatang nakakalaban ito sa Korea. So sa mga hindi po nakakaalam, ito po yung nakalaban ni Milan Milindo at saka ni Leonard Sircon. Tinalo ito ni Leonard Sircon. But basing on the record, Jang Song Kang has the advantage dahil isa pa lang talo niya. At ito pong kalaban niyang hapon, actually, usually yung kaliwa yung nananalo Sa kanan ako dito. Kay Ryoto Owan ako dito. So I'm picking Ryoto Owan. And, the return of Genesis Servania. Ulitin ko lang. Genesis Servania versus Akiteleji Yilijian. Yan, yung boxing event na yan. Again, sa Cebu po yan. Sana manood kayo dyan. Medyo mahal lang yung ticket but I think it's worth it para naman tuloy-tuloy po yung mga big boxing event po dito sa Pilipinas. Now, ang problema lang natin, si Genesis Servania has fought last March of 2024. So more than a year po ang kanya pong pahinga. So baka may kalawang. So sana wala namang kalawang si Genesis Servania at ang kalaban niya from China ay Pilipino ang nagko-coach nito Alam ko si Tipora ang coach nito so tingnan natin. Tinalo ito ni Albert Pagara itong si Yejilian sa I think that was fight in Pasig by a majority decision. So, I think Genesis Servania could also win again by decision dito po sa laban na ito. So, Genesis Servania, it's a must win for Genesis Servania. Ang problema lang natin, yung condition ni Genesis kung may kalawang ba o wala. Okay, yan. Tapos, meron pang isang Pilipino po na nalaban dyan. Ito pong si Rodex Piala. Mga kalaban niya, Laay Yibieki from China. Tipora din yata mga coach nito so ito po ay matindi itong kalaban na to. 5'8", mas matangkad yata ito kay Rodex Piala. At ito pong ito pong kalaban niya ay tinalo na rin po si Vergel Vitor na magaling din. Pero the good thing about Rodex Piala, ito is magaling na ano rin to, technical boxer si Rodex Piala. Rodex Piala, mayroon siyang isang talo sa Japan. Mahirap naman talaga manalo sa Japan. So ito na po ang kanyang pagkakataon makabawi dito sa Pilipinas. But this is another big fight para po kay Rodex Piala. So I would say Rodex Piala can win by decision, pero mukhang matindi rin yung kalaban niya. Yung mga kalaban usually, same thing, no? Pag tayo po ay bumibisita po sa labas po ng bansa, kailangan i-knockout. So, I would say ganun din ang dapat gawin ng mga kalaban. I-knockout nila yung mga Pilipino. Okay. Vic Saludar po is also fighting there against Roldan Sasan. Vic Saludar is definitely gonna win that one. Itong Jason Balahadia, nahawak yata ito ni Agrabio, magaling ito, is gonna win that one. Medyo pampainit pa lang yung laban na yan kasi medyo talo. Yung isang laban po na pinag-uusapan sa social media, yung laban ng Omega Boxer, sino nga ito? Taga lang Fredrickson yung kalaban, at saka si Mark John Yap. So well, they have been kind of protesting it in a nicer way. So they've talked about it on social media, and there's been a discussion in the local scene. Sabi doon, kinancel yung laban. Because ito pong prospect ng Omega na galing Sweden itong prospect niya na si Alexis Fredrickson, ilalabang agad sa isang veterano na si Mark John Yap. Now, I will give you this, no? So VSP have also talked about this. Sabi ng VSP, this really sucks, and big time disappointment. Si Mark John Yap, although he has a lot of record, and he is my friend, he's a very nice guy, medyo journeyman na rin. Now, I mean, experience is always a big factor, no? However, if you're talking about experience, this guy Fredrickson also have an experience because he's a well-decorated amateur fighter. And si Mark John Yap, yun lang, matindi rin si Mark John Yap kasi you can never underestimate experience. But this would have been a very interesting fight. This would have been an interesting fight. Kasi naalala ko si Mark John Yap nga fought a 5-0 guy. Tatalo siya. So, siguro, sa akin, we understand the position of the Games and Amusement Board if they're looking at the record. Pero, minsan lang magtapak ang mga promoter at manager natin ng ganito na talagang matapang sila. Sana napagbigyan. This would have accelerated yung career agad ni Fredrickson if he wins. But this is also a dangerous fight. Minsan na lang yan, yung mga ganyan mga dangerous fight. Alangan naman lagi tayong pabor lagi sa ating bata. So sayang. I mean, I would have say yes to it, and medyo kabahan sana yung Omega. Dahil matindi talagang kalaban. Siyempre, veterano eh. Alright, let's move on. Salamat po sa inyo lahat. Bobby Oswenko, and then Juni Logroño Ishii, shoutout sa Japan. Thank you very much, guys. Siguro ganito na yung gagawin ko kasi sobrang daming updates sa boxing. I just wanted to go ahead and just talk about it. And then, sa gabi na lang ako magpapapasok talaga. Sa umaga, I'm not sure kung kaya kong magpapasok ng mga baka humaba kasi. Unless yung mga kagrupo ko mag-message sa akin. Alright, let's move on to the other events that's happening. Like what I said, sa sobrang daming boxing event, punong-puno po ang boxing dito po sa Pilipinas. Ito yata yung sa KSK. Hindi, kay Kukoy Ilorde ito. Kukoy Ilorde. Yan. Kukoy Ilorde, Claudivan Sese, Alvin Medura Sese, and then Wesley Caga versus Louis J. Albino, Arnel Bacunahe, Glenn Bispano. Parang pinaglalaban na nila yung mga boxers nila. Boxer nila to eh. So, yan. So, good luck din po sa Ilagan, sa Isabela po. So, sa mga taga Isabela po na nakikinig sa akin, ayan po yung boxing event nyo. This weekend na po yan. February 8, ibig sabihin yan, bukas na yan. So, nag-weigh in na sila ngayon. Kaya bukas na po ang laban. Pero hindi pa tapos, no? So, tatlo pong boxing event po ang according to BoxRec. And February 9, meron din sa Kidapawan, Davao del Norte. Yan, ang daming mga boxing event dito sa Pilipinas. Ano sinasabi niyong konti? Pero I also wanted to let you know, ito yung big news natin. Sino po ang taga Vegan City? May mga taga Vegan po ba na nanonood ngayon? And I wanted to give a big shout out to Blow by Blow. Ito talaga, pag blow by blow talagang matindi ang bakbakan talaga lagi. Yung matching dito, kala mo, hindi mo talaga malalaman kung sinong dihado or talo eh. So, ito po, no? Sa Blow by Blow boxing event, I will be there. I will be in Vegan. Nasa Vegan ako. Sino sasama sa Vegan? Shoutout kay JC. JC, salamat ah. Thank you very much for inviting me there as well. Ito po yung mga event po sa Vegan. RR Andales versus Raymark Alicaba. Napakagandang laban yan. Si Roland Toyogon against undefeated Sherwin Daculio. Ang blow by blow, parang gusto laging, ayaw nila ng undefeated yung mga boxer. Basta mga undefeated, pinagtatapat nila sa undefeated para magkaalaman agad. So, undefeated versus undefeated. Yan po yung mga, medyo mga baguhan po siya. Pero that has been the goal naman of blow by blow to help yung mga boxers natin na ipakilala kagad yung sarili nila by testing them and giving them great fights and talagang mapapalaban sila. So, February 12 po yan. Okay. And sa Sultan Kudarat, ito yung pagbabalik po ni Vincent Astrolabio. Okay. Saka na natin pag-usapan yung mga next po na mga boxing events na paparating din. At, speaking of next boxing event, may rumor ako na si Jimuel at saka si Eman Pacquiao is also coming back to boxing. Yan. So, abangan niyo po yan. So, magandang umaga po ulit. Pag-usapan na po natin, ito pong kay Canelo Alvarez at kay Crawford. At ito na po ang mga balita ngayon dito kay Canelo Alvarez at kay Crawford. Kayo ba guys, sa 64 na nakikinig po sa akin ngayon, did you really want to see this fight? Itong Canelo Alvarez at saka Crawford, kayo ba gusto nyo talagang makita yung laban na yan? Pa-comment naman guys. Ang tahimik nyo dyan. We have how many people? 36 people watching on YouTube. Did you really want to see this fight? Yun totoo guys. Jake Paul, Canelo Alvarez, setback is off. Ito, Ring Magazine sabi off. Bobby, Ginny Kai, Seferino, Yani, Jenny, Sanchez, kayo ba gusto nyo talagang makita itong laban na ito? I mean, honestly, is this the fight that you wanted to see for Canelo Alvarez? Yes, we were at point, we were interested. We're curious about this because Canelo Alvarez is beating everyone. But at the same time, thinking about Crawford, si Crawford na alam naman natin na magaling si Crawford, but he is not a 168-pounder. He is not 168. It's, hindi to basta-basta na 2 pounds or 4 pounds na aakyat. Hindi basta-basta ganun. So, imagine this. He has been fighting in 147 weight. 147 and he's moving up to 168. Now, his last fight, he fought Israel Madrimov. He won there by a unanimous decision. That's 154. But the next step from 154 that he want to take is from 154 to 168. Do the math. That's 12 pounds. I'm sorry. That's more than 12. That's 14 pounds, I think. Yeah, 154, 168. So, sobrang laki ng advantage na binibigay niya kay Canelo. Although magtitimbang sila, but Crawford will not be Crawford. No, Crawford will not be Crawford at 168 pounds. So let me tell you this. Um, Sabi ni Bobby Oswenko, tama, no? Is greed for money played a role in the cancellation of Crawford versus Canelo? Well, Bobby Oswenko, it's greed for money that played a role in the cancellation. It is also greed for money why this fight was supposed to happen. I mean, would you be really interested in a fight like this? I mean, sa lower weight, konting diferensya ng timbang, nagrereklamo tayo lahat. This is not normal. Well, in boxing, a lot of things that is not normal is happening anyway. But it trigged us before, pero talagang maybe ganun talaga. But let me tell you this, no? In this cancellation, the cancellation, what is there to cancel? What is there to cancel? This is not even official. Yes, di ba? It's not even official yet. Sa maganda sana, kaso yun nga, yung timbang. So the cancellation of the anticipated bout between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford has ignited significant discussion within the boxing community. While the exact reasons for the fight cancellation remains undisclosed, speculation abounds regarding the next opponent. No? Before this, no, I just wanted to say this first. Jake Paul is not the reason for the cancellation. Jake Paul was a tune-up. Jake Paul versus Canelo Alvarez is even funnier than the Crawford fight. And Canelo Alvarez is probably getting a lot of criticism about this. Tita Insan Bugs, masalamat po. Yes, sobrang irangan. Yes, mataas na nakita ng wire. Pero hindi eh. Hindi nga matutuloy. So, Jake Paul as a potential opponent. Report has surfaced suggesting that Canelo is in discussion to face YouTuber turned boxer Jake Paul. This potential matchup has elicited the mixed reaction from the fans and analysts. Some view it as a lucrative yet and challenging bout for Canelo, while others express concern that it prioritizes entertainment over sporting merit. And this is a fact. I will suggest later kung sino ang magandang makalaban. But, we are all already we already have an idea that Canelo Alvarez with the rumor fights, these are all for entertainment. Am I right or not? These fights of Canelo Alvarez 2025, the rumor fights between Crawford and Jake Paul, these are all for entertainment. Unfortunately, sometimes we couldn't blame them. But Canelo is still an active fighter. It's not like he's a retired boxer or he's past his prime. He may be past his prime, but I don't really think so. But it's not like he's old. He's not old. He can still fight. So, choosing Crawford and Jake Paul as his next fights is laughable for a lot of people because Canelo has been fighting all the best guys out there, the bigger guys. Then suddenly, he turned to a YouTuber, Jake Paul, which is, come on, guys. It's not gonna be competitive. This is basically a money grab for Canelo Alvarez, who hasn't seemed to, maybe not enough yet. No, Canelo Alvarez, sa mga hindi po nakakalam, Canelo Alvarez has fought Edgar Berlanga. He's undefeated. Jaime Munguia is undefeated. They're supposed to be challenging Canelo Alvarez. And these are big guys. These are prospects. Jermel Charlo. The last 3 fight was okay. I mean, it's not the fight that we wanted to see, but there's really no other options. Right? So the next 2 fights of Canelo Alvarez looks like it is most just likely a grab for money and for entertainment. And these days, whether you agree with me or not, this is the kind of fight that we're leaning towards on. And Crawford isn't really for, it's not, I don't know. I don't think it's competitive, the Crawford fight. it's hard to see it. I mean, I could be wrong. At least Crawford is a boxer. But Jake Paul, kayo nga guys, let me ask you this. Would you think Jake Paul is a good fight? It's looking like an exhibition. What did Jake Paul do to deserve that fight? Diba? What Jake Paul did to deserve a fight with Canelo Alvarez? Jake Paul beat Mike Tyson? Is that it? He's 11-0 and hasn't fought. How many real boxer did he fight? I love Jake Paul. Don't get me wrong. Jake Paul is good for the sport. He's gonna get a lot of attention. But fighting Canelo Alvarez is just basically breaking the rules. Breaking the rules, right? Let me just say good morning first. May laban si Jake Paul versus Logan Paul, Kuya Pow sa March. Morning, Boss Pow. Parang Pacquiao Margarito lang. Ayan, kaso hindi matutuloy. Good morning, Kuya Pow. Shoutout naman sa kabilang tikala na si Annabelle at mga shoutout na rin kay Maymay na nasa Kuwait at kay Mami Amek. Shoutout na rin kay Pastor Meloy. Thanks, Kuya Pow. Okay. Sa akin, guys. Yes, Pacquiao did this. Yes, but Pacquiao was active then. And Pacquiao did it one step at a time. Now, I understand where you're coming from. And Crawford might be good. The criticism is not for Crawford. It's not for Crawford. And there's a different scenario. No? It's a different scenario. But yes, there's some interest, but it could be wrong. I mean, the difference then with Margarito and Pacquiao. Pacquiao first fought 147 and 147 jumped to 154. So how many pounds is that? So that's 7 pounds. 7 pounds. And after that, Pacquiao said, sabi ni Pacquiao, Reynaldo Baez, ayoko na. Sobrang bigat ng suntok. Ayoko na. Sobrang bigat. I-imagine mo na lang kung ang iaakyat ni Crawford from regularly 147 to 168. How many pounds is that? Don't you think it's crazy? When he's not used to fighting a fighter at that weight. Yeah, yes, he's tall. He's the 5'8". No, and Canelo is maybe shorter than him, but Canelo is used to fighting bigger guys. And the last opponent of Crawford at 154 pounds, so ulitin ko, 154 pounds, Uzbek, who's a boxer. He couldn't even knock him out. So, yun lang. So, here's the deal. I think mas magandang makalaban ni Canelo. And let's open this discussion. No? In contrast, no? Many within the boxing community advocates for a matchup between Canelo and David Benavidez. Do you agree with me? Benavidez, an undefeated former two-time WBC super middleweight champion, has long been considered a formidable opponent for Canelo. You know, I mean, we're not saying who's gonna win, but at least this is a much interesting matchup. All right. So, despite public interest, though, negotiation between the two have not materialized into a fight. Reports indicate that Canelo previously declined a $70 million offer to face Benavidez, with some suggesting that he would only consider the bout for a purse of $150 million US. And you know, I could be wrong with this, but the fact of the matter is, this is, I think, the better fight than the Crawford fight, which fortunately Canelo may not be interested in because of personal rift between the two. So, you know, the boxing community, and let me know what you think. The boxing community has expressed disappointment over the cancellation of Canelo and Crawford. Yes, I mean, it's an interesting one, but could be could be a cause for concern if something happens to Crawford. Crawford, I think, may be asking for a bigger pay, or both of them, because this is sobre. So the potential of Canelo facing Jake Paul, teka lang, hindi yan. But yun ang aking masasabi. I think lang Canelo is probably, and Crawford is asking too much. Parang naisip ko bigla si Turkey. Turkey is trying to make boxing great by doing these kinds of matchups that their other promoters would not even think to do, because they're risking their stars. They're risking the record of their stars, which is the value of their stars. Unfortunately, in boxing, which needed to change, is somehow based on their records. No, one defeat could put you down. So for this one, Canelo, I wouldn't say Canelo and Crawford is totally dead, because if it is, then Crawford just need to retire because he doesn't have anywhere to go. Crawford, the WBO champion Crawford, I do not know. I don't know where else he would go. I mean, it's obvious he's trying to get money out of Canelo for this fight. But, it's better to have more money. They're asking for a lot more money. But really, whatever that money is that is being offered right now, it's a lot more than any other fights out there. You understand where I'm coming from? So, ibig sabihin ko, malamang pera naman lagi ang nagiging issue eh. Pero kumbaga naghanap sila ng ibang laban, mas malaki pa rin ito. Sigurado yan. Mas malaki pa rin ito kaysa sa ibang may offers na laban kay Crawford. So, Terence Crawford, maybe, pag ganyan, anonymous, ano na yan? Baka champion na lang yung kalabanin niya. Yung champion na lang kalabanin niya. So, yung Sebastian Fundora may be a good fight, or Virgil Ortiz sa 154. I think those two are the better option now. But it's not gonna make money same way as the Canelo fight. So, ayun yan, guys. That's what I think. Let's talk about the other things, and then tingnan natin kung ano pa yung mga balita po sa boxing. Please, ang tahimik nyo, guys. Medyo maaga-aga pa yata, kaya tulog pa yata kayo. Pero pa-share na lang po. Share, like, and comments. And I'm also doing this sometimes in English because we might have viewers from outside of the Philippines that's watching this. And again, this is an international topic. Any other questions for Canelo and Crawford situation? It's more than likely that the Jake Paul is gonna happen, especially if there's a lot of money involved, and Jake Paul does really give or brings money to the table whenever he's fighting. He's bringing in a lot of fans, and I remember my discussion with the Australian boxer that fought Mindoro. He's saying that his children or his kids or student knows Jake Paul more than any other boxer. So that's it. But the fight, there are also news that Jake Paul and Canelo Alvarez is already finalizing a fight in May 3 in Las Vegas. So just take note of that. May 3 in Las Vegas, T-Mobile Arena, and according to news and Mr. Mike Coppinger, Canelo Alvarez and Jake Paul is in the process of finalizing the deal. May 3 cruiserweight fight at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. So, 200 pounds. Canelo is a champion 168. So, this is I don't know about this, guys. Just take a look at this. Let me show you. I'm not joking. This is all for money. Okay, this is all for money because Jake Paul is big. He's a lot bigger, but he's not a real boxer. He's not a real boxer. But this one, look at this. So report Jake Paul, Canelo Alvarez finalizing contract boxing in Las Vegas. This is the courtesy of Bleachers Report. And 200-pound limit. So according to Mike Coppinger, Canelo Alvarez and Jake Paul are in the process of finalizing a deal. May 3 cruiserweight fight at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Sources told ESPN the bout will take place at 200 pounds. And it will be on Netflix. Netflix enters the boxing arena with these kinds of fight is crazy. Like Netflix, Jake Paul, and Mike Tyson. So you can't blame them. It's all about the money. Diba? It's all about the money. It's all about the bling-bling. Yan ang problema. It's the money. Yan, okay? So you like that? What do you think? Pag-usapan na natin si Arthur Villanueva. Okay lang. Can sense more on Canelo's side issue rather than Crawford. You think, Edward? Okay. Let's talk about Arthur Villanueva. Arthur Villanueva is is fighting. Let me go ahead and show you the event details of that fight. Give me a quick second. Arthur Villanueva. Here you go. So Arthur Villanueva, our boxer, is visiting Mexico in Nogales, Mexico. He's fighting Brian Mercado Vasquez. So Arthur Villanueva is 35 wins, 28 knockouts, 6 defeats with 1 draw. Arthur is already 36 years old. He is called the El Matador King Arthur and from Bacolod. And ang kalaban niya is Brian Mercado Vasquez. And the reason why I'm telling you na delikado ito, look at this guy. Look at the record. 29 wins, 23 by knockouts, and only 1 defeat. Ang laban po na ito ay bukas na. Bukas po ng umaga. I do not know kung saan po mismo mapapanood ang laban. So let's watch out kay Pinoy Boxing Protege. Baka i-upload niya yan. So ito pong boxer na ito ay grabe sunod-sunod yung talo. Ang pinakatalo niya, kailan ba siya huling natalo? Kasi may isa siyang talo. Yung pangalawang laban niya. So, yung pangalawang laban po ng mga kalaban ni Arthur Villanueva, yun lang yung talo niya. So, technically, this guy is undefeated because usually guys, yung mga unang laban, ano na yan? Ibang-iba na yung boxer. As compared to the, if I look at the boxer's record, usually I look at the last 6 fights or the 3 years because the boxers, especially if they're young or regardless of their age, they change, they evolve. And here's the comparison of the two. 29 and 36 years old. And as you can see, medyo may dalawang sunod na talo po si Arthur Villanueva. So, Arthur Villanueva has fought Saul Sanchez. Sino nakakilala kay Saul Sanchez? Saul Sanchez was the boxer that was knocked out by John Riel Cuadro Alas Casimero, which ay isisingit ko lang, hindi po totoong nag-legal case po ako, ha? So, hindi po totoo yan, ha? And si Elijah Pierce. Si Elijah Pierce muntik na mapabaksak yan ni Arthur Villanueva. I had an interview with Arthur Villanueva and I wish him good luck. The thing about this, ang secret weapon ni Arthur, kahit na medyo hindi rin ganun kakompleto yung kanyang tag dito. Kakompleto yung kanyang tinatawag natin training. Sa tingin ko naman maganda at prepare pa rin siya. Si Justin Fortune po ang kanyang trainer dito po sa laban na ito. So I think Arthur Villanueva should go for a knockout for this fight. knockout ang sa tingin kong pwede niyang ipanalo. It's hard to defeat someone like this. But it looks like baksakan talaga mangyayari dito. It's better, no? It's better if para sa akin, no, much better kasi pag yung talo natin knockout. Mas okay na yung para sa akin kaysa yung decision tapos close fight. Mas okay na yung ganun. And so far na-knockout siya ni Pierce. But so far, sana condition lang siya. Pag condition to si Arthur is definitely going to win. So that is that. All right, what else should we discuss? There's really nothing else in the scene. Tingnan lang natin. Okay, that's it. So kita na lang tayo ulit bukas ng umaga sa latest update po sa boxing. And if you have any requests or any questions, don't be shy. Umaga na uli, around this time, live ako. Tapos mamayang tanghali, around 12 o'clock, kakain na ako ng breakfast. And then, let's talk about my topic for basketball later is the recap of the NBA All-Star draft and all of the NBA trades that happened. Alright guys, salamat. Please share, like, and comment.